Marvin has to die by Soul's hand, not some disease. Nah, dude, Marvin needs to die like getting gunned down by law or something, you know, like in a crazy shootout or some crazy something. Not a disease. Oh, 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 we're good, we're good.
How are we being rehabilitated? Howdy, fellow.
I Santino.
Hey, fella, how you doing? Hey, Magpie.
I'm doing as best I can, considering the circumstances.
Yeah, yeah. I got your telegram. There's no fucking way that's true, right?
1,800 a day is for just hats, yes.
1,800 days for
Uh-huh.
hats?
Uh-huh. So what they did was they charged me for the crimes. Then they upped the charges to robbery of government officers. And then they charged me with 67 counts of possession of stolen property. They were gonna do 67 counts of possession of government property, but that would have probably been like 2,500, and they cut that down. So instead, I got 67 counts. It took the deputy, 20 minutes to fucking put it down in a, document each individual's charge.
That's fucking ridiculous. I can't. There's no way. It doesn't make sense. All right, that you got more time than I would for stealing fucking hats and other clothing and things from deputies. There's no way. It makes no goddamn sense.
It's crazy. I've been here for a while longer.
Do you have any way of arguing against it, or making some sort of plea
It's too
for?
late. It's too late for that.
Jesus Christ.
I've been here for a chunk of it already.
Hey, okay. God damn it. Well, I mean, here I am about to get released, or soon enough anyway, so. Christ. Who's your friend?
Name's Lane.
Lane, huh?
Yeah. What about you?
Santino DiCenzo.
One of the DiCenzos, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
I believe we had a talk with your folk shortly before we came in here, actually.
Who's we?
Cook. And his folk.
I see. Okay. What was that talk about then?
It's about a lady named Ida. We, understand there's grievance between you and
I'm gonna
her.
go check my telegrams.
Grievance is one way to put it, sure. Yeah, alright.
I heard you put a horse down, yeah?
No, that's not what happened, no. The horse is just fine. Well, actually, no, never mind. Well, okay, well, yeah, we put her horse down after she put one of our horses down, sure, yeah.
Well, you see, she neglected to add that little second part there.
Howdy,
Hello. I'm sure she did. I'm trying to tell
Yeah,
a
of
story
course.
that fits better for her, I suppose.
It is Ida.
Well, what's the issue with Ida then, if I can ask? I did receive a telegram. No specific details, though. So what is it about Ida that I should know then?
We just need information out of her. We just need to have a talk. Last we heard, your folks were looking for her. We, didn't want the information to fade away. You understand?
I do. Okay.
So, Cook found, some of your folk over in the city. had a little talk. If they haven't updated you on that, we can take a walk and I can update you a little bit.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Let me check my telegrams and then we can go for a little walk, huh?
Of course.
All right. Dude, now Fierro's coming out. There's a lot of people in here. Well, there's, okay, them three, four, five, there's 5 of us in here. All right, quick update. All right, Bolton, this telegram was one that I received where she said, I was made aware that a deputy of mine told you that you and your family was banned from the city. As of right now, this is not the case, as it was not approved by me, nor the undersheriff of Santini. This has already been resolved on our end, but wanted to let you know so you can spread it to your family. If there is indeed a town ban, either myself or Undersheriff Dustin Kane, that's the name, Dustin Kane will reach out with an official ban statement. However, remember that wanted people do not get the luxury of waltzing into towns and living their life without the threat of law to apprehend them. I suggest your family turns themselves in if they wish to if they wish to walk without interruption. That being said, I do want to reach out and ask for a conversation so I can get a better understanding from you and your side as to why these actions are being taken. Sure, you can tell me because opium is dangerous, but there has to be a bit more to that, and I'd rather hear it in person than through telegrams. Let me know if you're interested, Sheriff Bolton. I'm not sure if I saved her telegram, so I'm going to check real quick. I did not save her telegram, so I'm going to save it now. Let me see. So that was Bolton. Magpie telling me about her, her sentence. Sunday was telling me that, I have been the subject and on the listening end of some concerning rumors floating around the east and near west. Ones that could get you and yours into very hot water that I'd rather you and I stay out of for everyone's sake. If you can, at your earliest convenience, let me know when might be best to meet. I hope we can get to the bottom of this together. Not sure what that is about, but I forwarded that to Scarpo. I forwarded that to Cesare as well, and I think maybe Sophie. I don't remember who else I forwarded to, but I don't know what that's about, so we have to meet with Sunday. If Scarpo or Cesare or anybody else hasn't met with her, we have to meet with her. What else happened? Let me see. Thank you for the update. Yeah, so Sophia basically telling me thank you for telling her that the city ban is not in effect. Did you find it fun? Don't you find it funny when people with zero talent is spotted in the city? Minerva. Zero apparently was spotted in the city. Santini. Street Kid. Street Gibson. What the fuck is going on in Santini? Reporters tell me that opioid users want to blow it up. People think it's the place to go to get opium, and the law is telling me they've hired dozens of more bluecoats to roam the streets in preparation for a war. The city is on fire. This was Street Gibson that sent this to me. I replied telling him that, yeah, opium users are fucking crazy or insane or sick in the head or something, and that he should protect the city if he can. I replied something like that. Scarpati, new information. Hold off on the Ida Allman situation for the time being. We'll explain more in person, of course, but Cesare was involved in the decision. This is what I was talking to the guy just now about. I received this telegram. Hold off on the Ida Allman situation for the time being. So that was from Scarpo. And then these two new ones. Let me know if you're still around. I've set up a meeting with Leona for just myself to attend, trying to play more role a little better than before. Okay, the Consigliere role, I'm assuming. Going to be at the Cattail Pond. Speak for a little bit of a meeting with her. I'll telegram back as soon as I'm done. This was like almost 3 hours ago. 2.5 hours ago. Shit. Okay. Kits. This was about 30 minutes ago. When will you be a free man again? Mr. Santino, ever since you were shipped away, things have been dreadful. I ate something that made me feel really funny, and just moments ago I had a gun pointed at my face and I was threatened here in Santini by the telegrams. Can you believe it? I won't deny my fear. My hands are still shaking. When will you be released? I have tacos. I was hoping to make everyone tacos. Taco Tuesdays has a good ring to it. Okay, well, let's let's write, Chow. Let's write to everybody, basically. We'll be going straight. Okay, looking to be released here soon. We'll be going straight to the city. Once I'm free. Regards, Santino DiCenzo. Fuck, Scarpo did not write back after his meeting. Okay, so let's send that. That's the kit. Let's go to DiCenzo here. That is to Alfonso. This is to Antonio. This is to Carlo. This is to Cesare. Let's do Joey Strong. Let's do Joey Smith. We don't need Max or Mikey. Let's do Sergio. And let's do Sophia. Yeah, so this does worry me because look, okay. So we're trying to play more. We'll go into the Cat's Pond, speak for a little bit. Meaning we'll telegram back as soon as I'm done. This was 2.5 hours ago. 2.5 hours ago.
Howdy.
Santino, when you're
Yeah.
done with your conversation, I'd like to speak with you.
Of course, of course.
Santiner.
It's Santino. Santino.
Is that you, Santiner? What the hell are you in here for?
Who are you?
Oh, you don't remember me? Jeez. Got a short memory, you. Real short.
No, I don't remember you. No, I'm sorry. Wait, where did we meet? Where should I remember you
Emerald
from?
Station.
Emerald Station.
That's right. You talked about how you was gonna get that gun back.
Oh, right. This gang. What is it called? What is it? Bowen gang. Is that it?
That's right.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah, you just sit tight. All right. We'll get that gun back.
Really?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, you boys been doing a hell of a job so far. Not. You boys have a fun time in here. That's my time to go.
Let's just say we got a long list of problems, and you're at the very bottom of it, sir.
Well, I plan to move myself straight to the top, Mr. Santino DiCenzo.
He
I'm a
seems so
very persistent
delightful.
and stubborn man.
I guess we'll talk soon.
I don't know.
Christ.
I'm smitten. That's beautiful. Everything about that conversation just really endeared him to me. Oh my good god, and he just took the fucking local transport. He said that and then just left. This is like an island.
Yeah, the balls on that one.
Big move. Big move, huh? Anyway, let's
Call you Santino?
Yeah, he did call me Santino, yeah.
Can
O's
I
are
call
apparently
you Santino?
No, you can't. No, Meg, fine, no. O's are
Okay.
apparently hard for the man to pronounce.
Alrighty.
All right, well, let's have that walk then, shall we?
Yes, sir.
Follow you.
You have to forgive me the customs in the city. I know you all prefer to walk places.
Yeah, we do. Nothing like walking around in Santini, you know.
Yeah. Well, we don't have to be all the way out there, so I think here's fine.
Sure.
It's not going to be a very long conversation, Mr. DiCenzo. This problem of yours and a point of an issue with us, Ida. The deal that was struck was between Cook and, you have to forgive me, I don't know which one of your folk. It was this big burly fella. Got a big old beard. He, yeah, he's a massive man. It's very impressive that you have him on your payroll. Anyway,
Okay, yeah.
I apologize. The deal that was struck was that you all would not deal with your business until after we got the information, and then we would hand her over to you. And that was just the long and short of it, to be honest, but the specifics I'm sure your people know. I was not privy to the full conversation, but I thought you might want to know.
So let me get this straight then. You guys are going to pursue Ida Ullman so that you can get whatever information you need from her. And then after that, you're going to deliver her to us.
That was the deal.
And the condition is that we stop pursuing her so that you're free to hunt her down. Yeah, that is what we agreed to.
Wouldn't be much hunting. She, trusts us. So, apparently, last we heard, she was in your city. And, we were afraid that the information was going to slip away when you, eventually found her. So, yeah, that's the deal.
Okay, well, it's pretty straightforward. If
Yeah.
the bearded man has agreed to it, then so it shall be then.
Would you be able to tell me who this bearded fella was?
Well, there is only one man with a beard. Well, two, actually, in our family, but only one that can make the decision like that you've described, so that is my brother, Santino DiCenzo.
Oh. Well, I guess we, found our right man then.
I guess so.
Well, I hope I didn't take up too much of your time. I just thought, since you've been in here, you might not have heard.
Like I said, I received a telegram, but not too many details, so I appreciate the information. I'll get the story on our end from my people, and then, yeah, well, I suppose we'll be in touch soon, I hope. How long are you going to be in here for?
No, I'm in here for a while yet. Cook as well. Cook's probably going to be in here for God knows how long.
Shit.
So this deal may need to have moving parts that are not directly involved, if you understand my drift.
Yeah. I understand. Okay. All right. Well, best of luck to you in here. Stay busy, and see you when you get out then.
Yeah, enjoy your freedom. You said it's coming up soon, yeah?
Yeah, I should be getting released here any moment.
Oh, fantastic.
Bueno.
Well, you better not be too late for your transport. I hear they won't wait.
Yeah. I'd hate to miss it. All right. No, Joe.
Yeah, whatever that is.
Yeah, it's goodbye. Now we're awkwardly walking in the same direction, so.
Yeah, we are. I'm going to go down here and check my telegrams.
All right.
But I'm just going to continue at the same pace as you.
Awkwardly. Yep. It's all right. That magpie up there? Yes, it is.
Yeah. Hi.
Hey.
How are you holding up?
Well, as best I can in this situation, but, overall, I'd say all right. Keeping myself busy, You?
I am holding up. Here, I won this after beating 4 prisoners up in a row.
Holy shit. Thanks. Loving me scalloped potatoes.
I've been kicking some ass.
I can see that. 4, huh?
Yeah, 4 big burly men. I was called the reigning champion of Van Horn. I think they put a poster somewhere at the guards.
Jesus.
Oh, Van Horns. Sorry, I don't know where my
okay.
brains get going.
Van Horn, apparently.
Apparently. Oh, I got someone I gotta talk to you about. Involves the DiCenzos. Kirk Stadil, has been basically some idiot who wants to try and take over Van Horn. He keeps being real loud saying that Barton Fields and the DiCenzos are helping him take over Van Horn, and that they were going to attack Van Horn the other day. Being very loud about how that's the plan, that y'all are definitely involved.
Wait, who the fuck is this guy?
A man named Kirk Stadil. And I went to go speak to Barton about it, got that cleared it up. But it's just been such a fucking pain in the ass. And, I wanted to talk to y'all about it, because it's gonna get y'all into trouble otherwise, so people are gonna actually start believing this shit.
Well, who the fuck would ever believe? Why would we, the people that reside in and you know, we're so vocal and we stand for something. We stand for the city. We're always about the city. Why would we want to invade Van Horn? Makes no goddamn sense.
I didn't believe of it, and that's why I wanted to mention it to DL. I don't fucking understand it. I don't understand why he is mentioning people and bringing their names into it, but he is. He's very loud-mouthed. He wants to apparently take over the town. He keeps talking about attacking the town. He seems like a fucking idiot, and I don't think he's gonna succeed, but he seems to want to try and drag as many people down with him as possible.
Yeah, well, okay. If this is true, then we will, look into it and clarify it with whoever needs it clarified, but I can't imagine anybody would need it clarified. And if they do, then they know where to find us. Very simple conversation I have.
I've cleared everything up on as much as I can on my side and explained that there's no fucking reason why, y'all or Barton would have any interest in it. I got that cleared it up, but if he's spreading that around, somebody's gonna believe it.
Yeah, I'm sure some idiot would. Yeah. You know if anybody in Van Horn has raised concerns about this? Jolly Rogers or whatever's left of them? Anybody else over there?
I cleared that up to today.
Okay.
With the Rogers and everybody else. I had conversations with Nathan today to make sure that none of them had any idea, and none of them had any thoughts that stuff was true.
Okay, that has been clarified with who needs to be clarified. Thank you for that.
Yes. And I'll keep squashing that down if I see it, but, yeah, Kirk's deal, I think, is becoming a problem for everybody.
Yeah, well, he seems to have, managed to put himself in a position that is probably going to get him killed by somebody very quickly. That's on him.
Yeah. That was the big thing that I wanted to mention. Otherwise, I just wanted to talk to Tia.
Well, I got a question for you.
Sure.
You were sent here. When did you come up here to Sisika?
It was... I'm trying to think of exact date.
Was it Sunday?
Yeah. It was, it was the, end of Saturday, I think. Early Sunday, yeah.
Okay. So there's a chance, I suppose, that you would have missed it if it did happen, but I had been hearing rumors about an attack on the city that was supposed to take place.
Oh, I I wouldn't have, during the time of that, I think I was on my way. I was at the fight night in in Van Horn during the time, so I'm not sure how that went.
But you're saying that something happened.
I'd heard about that things were going to happen, like there was threats made and everybody was expecting there to be bombs everywhere, but I don't know if it actually happened. It doesn't seem like it from... I haven't heard any news about it, but...
Yeah, neither have I. I was concerned a little bit, not about not receiving news, but about the attack itself. I feel like the less people send me via Telegram, the better, so I wasn't too concerned about that, but fuck, I was hoping you knew if it happened, if anybody get hurt or anything like that.
I don't think so. I did hear other in the news, apparently Sunshine is dead.
Yeah, I heard about that a few days ago. Well,
And,
like a week ago, maybe.
Sheriff Dan Lelin is dead, too.
Don't know who that is.
He was actually a reasonable sheriff, as far as they could go. So it's kind of not a great thing.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah. He was, I'd say, you know, like Bolton, and that he's actually willing to communicate.
Yeah, sure.
He was also old. He'd been around for such a long time, like a very, very long time.
I wonder why I don't recognize the name then. Dan Lin, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't recognize the name. Perhaps I just never crossed paths with the man.
Maybe.
Maybe. Hey, speaking of, who was the sheriff that put you in here for so long?
Sheriff?
Or deputy or whoever.
It was the deputy that was doing that investigation on me.
What's his name?
Mallory.
Mallory.
Big red in the nose.
Okay, alright. It's good to
Yeah.
know. Fucking prick, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too upset that he gave the charges. I don't like, you know, the charges, how long it's been, but I understand his whole fucking point for it.
When you go away for more time than the man who got charged with 2 first-degree murders, and all you're doing is stealing hats and coats, there is something severely wrong with the justice system. Or at least severely wrong with whoever put those charges on your fucking record, kid.
Yeah. I guess I just don't want to have more things to be mad at.
Sure, yeah, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Well,
Yeah, it is what it is. If I do plan on getting my revenge. Though, as soon as I get 50 hats, I'm gonna be taking him and I'm going to be riding him past the mountain of hats to fuck with him, and that's the last time he's ever gonna see him. I've had a time with it, but it's just like it hasn't been treating me so nice, but I'm doing the best I can.
yeah, this place is, I don't know what it is about it. Feels like time moves slower in here, and it sucks the life out of you, you know? This place is abhorrent. It's disgusting. I'm sorry you're in here for so long, kid. For some trivial shit, in my opinion. But you'll make it through. This ain't your first time in here.
No, it's not. And, I mean, the deputies don't even know about how I beat the shit out of Asher Creed, so, yeah, at least there's that.
At least there's that. So you said you wanted to talk, yeah?
Well, yeah, I was thinking, right, that, if you've got the time, if you could share any stories now that you're a captive audience, literally. And I'm a captive audience. Everybody's captive.
Yeah, we're all captive audiences in here, yeah.
Yeah.
Stories.
Oh, also, so there's somebody named Amber Berlin Green who apparently spoke with you, like the other day, yesterday maybe, who wants to have a conversation with you on the outside.
Yeah, I know Amberlyn. Yeah, I spoke to her yesterday. Actually, I told her about you being in here, and that she should talk to you. Actually, it was about Sunshine.
Yeah. I had a conversation with her. Um, she's not in a great spot, but yeah, she really wants to speak to you on the outside eventually.
Okay, yeah, I'll make a point of it then to talk to her next I see her.
Yeah. Um, but she just wanted me to let you know.
Okay,
But yeah, okay, stories.
I got a lot of stories, kid. A lot. I mean, there's years of stories that I could refer to and I could tell you, but the first time you and I had a long conversation about things, we went through a lot. I think that smells good.
I smuggled in rum.
Nice. Pirate rum.
Okay, so sorry. Yes, yeah, papyrus rum. I made it, and then I smuggled it in before I came in because I thought it would make me feel a bit better. I've been holding it for this conversation. It's like popcorn, except like not it at all.
Nothing like popcorn, actually, but
Yeah, yeah,
I see what you mean if having a little snack for a special moment or something, or
yeah. It's
for a
such a good
story.
snack.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like I was saying, we spoke about a lot of things, and I think I went over years of history in I guess a simple conversation. I didn't go into too many details, but what is it? What was the where did we leave off? Because we were interrupted, right? Where did we leave off? Do you remember?
Well, I'm trying to remember. I think I just finished a part of
Yeah,
my story.
yeah.
And then I don't remember what you started next on.
Don't quite remember either. Don't quite remember. But I do remember overall. I gave you a general summary of things. Without going into too many details about specifics, I told you about the Wallaby kid as best I could. I think I mentioned talking to my brother might be a better option for the kid because him and the Wallaby kid were very close. Them two specifically. I didn't have the same relationship with him as my brother did. But as for a story, what story would be worth telling? I mean, all of them, I guess, but what story should I tell her, guys? What story would I mention here? Let me think about it for a minute. I can tell her so many things.
How do y'all move into the manor? Like what was the story behind the manor?
The manor, okay. Well, we didn't always live there, obviously. We started off here in the crossing, funnily enough, in small towns. We lived in Valentine for a while. We lived in Rhodes. I believe there was a moment where we lived in Strawberry, very brief. But then we moved to Blackwater. We took up residence in Blackwater for a significant amount of time. Eventually we made our way to the city of Santini. We saved up enough money. We had, at that point, developed a degree of a reputation and whatnot. We were well established. We had a lot of hands on deck, if you will. And there was this other group of people, this other small group of people that resided in the manor at that point in time. Funnily enough, one of them has been showing face again as of late because they all disappeared, all of them, for many years until recently. A man called Jack O. Do you know Jack O?
No.
I
I might have seen. Oh,
Go ahead.
did you hear that?
Yeah, I think
Someone just got shot. I think I've seen a poster by somebody advertising work for street kids on one of the buildings.
you mean Jack O is putting up those posters? I haven't seen them, but that's possible.
I think I saw a telegram from Jack or Jacko or something like that. Might be somebody else, but it seems familiar.
Yeah, Jacko. Jacko is his name. I believe he's Australian or from New Zealand. One of the two. I confuse the two quite often. It was a group of people. It was Jacko. It was a man called I believe it was Corvus or something of that nature. Corvus or something. A woman called Elizabeth Black, and they operated out of the house. They operated out of the manor. We came into discussions with them about moving in there, and they essentially just gave it to us, or gave residence to us, primary residence to us. They said that they no longer needed it, no longer wanted to operate out of it, and so we took up residence there in their stead and have been in there ever since. And that happened probably around 4 years ago, maybe more, 4.5 years ago. So, yeah, it wasn't, it's not the greatest story, but it wasn't anything violent. It wasn't anything that was particularly, difficult to do, I guess. They were friends of ours. They allowed us to reside in the house. They disappeared afterwards until recently Jacko was shown his face again, and here we are, 4.5 years later, living in the manor.
Okay. You might be living in there longer than they did then.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Yes, yeah. They were only in there for a few months. We've been in there for years, so. I can tell a story about Gavin Summers, yeah. So yeah, that's the story of the manor. But like I said, not the greatest story. Not the greatest story. Now, when we were in Blackwater, that was a crazy time for us. A crazy time. It was before we were as organized as we were today. We were a little bit more ragtaggy back then. Didn't dress as nicely. Most definitely did not dress as nicely. Didn't behave as nicely either. There was a point in time where my family and I, we would be very aggressive with everybody. And I mean everybody, kid. It was the kind of thing that if you came across us, you would best hope that we would not take it upon us to give you a hard time. And we, as best we could, ran Blackwater. We tried to exert control over this small town, obviously in comparison to Santini. And we were mostly successful. There was a few people that gave us resistance to everything that we tried to do. There was a tailor. What was his name? Started with an F. I forget his name, but This tailor, very eccentric man, wore purple, and bright green outfits, I believe, and he had a problem with us claiming the town. And we resolved that problem by having a gunfight, a shootout, a veritable Western showdown, if you will, between us and him and his crew. This happened just outside of Rhodes. You know the old battlefield, the one with the broken down cannons and the trenches and the church. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I visited there
Yeah.
often.
Yeah, well, later in time, the kid would, the Wallaby kid would take up, I don't know if residence is the right word, but he would take control of that area, for sure, yeah. So, I believe he's buried there now, actually. But this was before
That's
that.
why I visit his grave, along with the boot bandits.
Yeah. Well, this all happened before any of that. And we had this fight, this organized fight, even, which is absurd to think about nowadays. An organized fight, an organized showdown, a big shootout between us and another group. We'd organize it, set a date, set a time, and there we were, just shooting through the trenches and gunning people down. And, well, it didn't go very well for Mr. Flanagan, was his name. Flanagan. Didn't go very well for him and his, thankfully. So, it all ended in a spectacular show by Mr. Flanagan himself. He mounted on his horse and he whooped out a hatchet. One of those big axes. It may have been a cleaver, actually. And he came charging at my brother. Charging at him. And I say charging as you hear the old knights, back in the day, or the old crazy horsemen of back in the day. Charging and screaming with his hatchet, waving it around and wailing like a madman at my brother. And we gunned him down as he rode towards us. Gunned him down like honestly, like a fucking sack of potatoes on a horse. It was a crazy time, something like that. Like I said, we were a lot more rowdy and a lot more raggedy back then. I don't think any of us were particularly hurt, but that ended the dispute over Blackwater. That solidified our control over Blackwater. I say control, but you know what I mean. Similar influence, I suppose, as we have over the city now. We established in Blackwater after that. After the great Battle of Blackwater, as we called it. In these trenches. Ironic, a battle in those trenches. Well, that's one story. Another story of Blackwater is that, that around that time is when we came across a man who would go on to become an incredible legend of the crossing. Even to this day, some people will still remember his name and speak of the tales of the man and what he did and who he was and the impact that he had on so many things. And no, I'm not talking about the Wallaby Kid. That is another legend, of course, but no, it wasn't him. The way we met this man was that he was causing issues in the city or the town of Blackwater. And we, as the DiCenzo family who had exerted control and influence over the city, we were not going to stand for it. This man rode into town one day and robbed somebody that was close to us, and we said, no. We're not going to allow this. We're not going to allow some group of outlaws to come in here and rob one of ours without consequence. So we chased them down. And we cornered them in the stables of Strawberry, not too far from Blackwater. And we robbed them. In return, we took all of their belongings, all of them. There's a group of 6 of them. We held them up, took everything. Now, that was the last that we saw of that man for a long time. First and only interaction until later, quite some time later. That man that I'm speaking of was Gavin Summers. who later took control of Van Horn and established a criminal utopia kind of thing. A place where all criminals could go to lay their head down and shelter themselves from law. Gavin Summers. We robbed Gavin Summers for causing issues in Blackwater before he became who he became sometime afterwards. It was a funny story, man, because we were friendly with Gavin Summers after we, after we, I suppose after we robbed him and all that, we became friends with him afterwards when he was in Van Horn and whatnot. And he would recall that moment with us sometimes about how we had robbed him outside of Blackwater. Such a petty thing. It was a laughing matter. Sometime afterwards, but that's the story of how we met Gavin Summers in Blackwater. Well, in Strawberry technically, but because of Blackwater.
So, he was the first to turn Van Horn into a criminal to town?
As far as I know, yes. Actually, yes. He went so far as to go to war with the law in terms of wanting to establish Van Horn as an independent state. And yes, I believe that was him, the first one to try to do that, yes.
And then he died.
Yes, he did. He died.
Out west, right?
For the life of me, I can't recall the details of the way he died. I can't remember.
I met him, a man who said he was fighting at Gavin Summers' side when he died, but I can't remember the man's name. Told me a little bit.
About Gavin Summers?
Yeah, or at least about the end of him.
You saying he told you a little bit about him? About his end?
Yeah.
Well, what did he say?
I think that he died out west. But I can't remember all the details right now. It was a while ago. He took me to a fort all the way out west and told me. So there was a huge shootout.
With law, I presume.
I think so, yeah. And his last words were up about how he kept a gun under his pillow, I think. If I remember correctly.
Oh, he was a hell of a fucking man. He was one of those people that would, how would I describe it? You would be intimidated just in his presence. He had this growling voice and a laugh that would make you tremble if you heard it. It was, he was a sight. He was a goddamn sight. Deserving of being the legend that I referred to him as, honestly. I believe he's actually buried in Van Horn.
On the hill.
On the hill,
Yeah.
that's right, yeah.
On the hill. I knew about Gavin Summers' grave before I knew about him. It's where a lot of people have conversations.
Yeah. I believe it overlooks the lighthouse as well, right? The hill? A little bit.
Yeah, it does. It's under that tree on the hill.
Yeah. He used to love that lighthouse. Whenever we'd meet him in Van Horn, he would take us to the lighthouse. Other people, they'd take us elsewhere. The kid would take us different places, and the Vanguard have taken us different places, but Gavin Summers would take us to the lighthouse. Always, whenever we met him in Van Horn. He was very fond of that place.
I can see why.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite places to do.
Well, that is my story of how I met Gavin Summers, how we met Gavin Summers. There's a lot more to it. Blackwater was a memorable place for us. It was a violent place for us as well for many, many things, many reasons. We also killed a deputy there. my brother and I, no, I can speak of this because we were eventually jailed for all of this, so it's all in the past now, but my brother and I killed a deputy there. We dressed up as bums and lured him away from his gaggle of law and his friends and whatnot, and we shot him down in an alleyway. I think that was the first time we killed a lawman. And, it had some serious consequences for us. But, don't regret it. I do not regret it.
There's so many people I wish I got to meet. I guess I came really way too late into everything. And he started talking to the people not too long ago. I missed it out on a lot of history, but that's why I ask so many people for their stories. That's why I'm really thankful that you're willing to share. Because, you know, somebody told me that you keep the things alive when you remember them, that you died 2 times. One, when you die, and then 2, when, you know, people, the last person forgets it's who you are. And that's why I visit Wallaby's grave, and I visit Edwin's grave. I never met them. Well, I mean, I met Wallaby a couple of times, but I never got to know him. And so I visit a lot of the graves, and I pay my respects, and I tell them stories that I think, you know, that they might have liked. Like, I tell Missy stories about me stealing hats and the fun that I have, and I kind of vent to Wallaby a lot of the time. And because sometimes I feel like he would be one of the only people who could understand some of the things that I've done. But yeah, I try and keep people there. That's why I visit the clubhouse so often.
It's good. It's good that you do that, yeah. I've always believed the same thing, that, people aren't truly dead until they're forgotten. So, it is always good to keep memories alive and keep the stories going, right? So,
That's why when I die, I put it in my will for all the people that I've added there. That when I die, I want people to hopefully come visit whenever they're in the area, and, you know, tell me a story, just so that with whatever happens afterwards, you know, I'm not all alone. It's that's all I will want when I could go. I picked out the spot too.
where is it?
You know that fish and shack in the middle of Flatiron?
Yeah.
Yeah, on the hill overlooking the shack. That's where I want to be buried. It's my favorite spot in the crossing. I haven't taken a lot of people to there. Only the ones I could care very, very much about. I haven't really told many people about it then either. I'd like to take you there sometime. I can explain why it's my favorite.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I'd be
You're
happy
on the
to.
list of people who when I go are gonna be telegrammed. Put your chin in my will.
Nice, very, it's very kind, Magpie. I'm honored to be in your will. But with all due respect, I hope I never received that telegram.
Sometimes people go really quick. And it keeps happening to a lot of people around me, so it's possible that it might happen to me too. So I'm prepared. I'm scared, but I'm prepared just in case.
Yeah.
And so I wanted that if it does happen, that then it happens on my own terms, and the afterwards is on my own terms too.
Yeah.
I am. I do my best. I'm a survivor. I'm really good at surviving. I've done it so far, and I've survived through a lot of stuff. I am. I told you about. I'm a man named Matt Dursk, right? About how I had to kill him,
Mhm.
but I didn't tell you why I had to kill him, right?
I don't believe so, no.
I haven't told many people this, but he upset people in Van Horn. I don't think it made sense what happened, but he was convinced he was going to die. He gave me his will to 2 weeks in advance and told me that he was going to die. He didn't leave, he didn't run away because he didn't want to run away from his home. So we just stood at the edge of the dock every day for 2 weeks. And one day, when I thought that it wasn't going to happen, we were told to go into the rug store. It was a punishment for him and a test for me. And they made me kill him.
Jeez.
And they stabbed me in the neck and dumped me at law.
Oof.
This was during the short Dakota reign of Van Horn. She made the call, and then she left.
Christ.
So we were both taken here, and he was in a coma, and that was over 6 months ago. Never saw him again. I don't think he's in a coma anymore. I think he's dead. I feel like I know he's dead. I've just been waiting for the opportunity to bury him. I don't have a grave to visit for him. No, not yet.
Do you have anything that belonged to him?
All the stories he told me. There were a lot of them. I miss him.
Well, look, you don't have anything to bury, right? So, it might be worth writing a story about him. Or writing his story, rather. In a book that you could seal as best you can. Pick a place. As you said, you don't have a place yet, but once you have a place picked, you could bury this book with his story in it. Symbolical, of course, all of it, but it may allow you to find some sort of closure. Hmm?
Yeah, maybe. Thank you.
Of course, kid. Of course.
I've been to too many funerals, but this one hurts the most. Because it just doesn't feel finished, right? It feels like I can't move on. And I don't know if I will be able to move on even when I do bury him, but I just feel like I'm waiting.
I know the feeling. I too have been to too many funerals. Sometimes I feel like I know more dead people than I know alive people, actually. It's funny, I had a conversation with an old friend who I haven't seen in a long time. Her name was Georgie. And we reminisced every once in a while, her and I, about things like this and how it's, ironic that you could survive, you could be the one person alive, but bear such a burden. The burden that turns into even guilt at some point. You start to question why it is that you are alive rather than the many other people that you know, that you've loved, that you've known, that you've created relationships with and past. It's a difficult burden to carry, especially if you dwell on it. And
I'm just trying.
It is important not to dwell on it, kid.
I'm just trying. It's really hard. It's the hardest thing I've ever done. Is try to stop wishing for them to come back. None of my wishes have ever come true, but I guess I'm still too naive to stop. When I could go, if I could go, would you just make sure I'm buried in the right place, but please?
Of course, Magpie. Well then I'm going to have to insist that you, show me the exact location.
I promise I will, and it's a nice spot. It's my favorite spot, and yeah, I like taking people there for the talks, and usually the talks are pretty good. But I don't think I'm going to nowhere no time soon. I got lots to do, and I still got hats to steal, and I got the blackbirds to take care of, but I gotta be prepared too. And I trusted you.
I appreciate that. I trust you too, kid. And yeah, you better not go anywhere. Crossing needs, magpie dollars. For as long as
Yeah.
it could possibly tolerate you.
Magpie motherfucking dollars.
Oh, fuck.
I think there's another woman interested in me, but right before I went to Sissika, I'm pretty sure she was flirting with me. So I gotta make it get out and go see what's going on with that.
Careful with that. It's bad for business.
She kept complimenting my hair, which is really sad now.
Is it?
Yeah, cause it's gone. If you hadn't noticed.
Yeah, well, you know, good thing about hair is it grows back eventually.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through my mullet to time again.
Yeah, you are, yeah. What is it, business in the front and pleasure in the back or something like that?
Yeah, party in the back.
That's it, yeah, party in the back.
Yeah. Yeah, I Yeah, I got a lot I still gotta do. Did I tell you about my plan for 50 hats?
Well, you mentioned it just now when you
I
said you were
did,
gonna...
yeah. Sorry, I keep getting excited and then forgetting that I've told everybody.
You're good.
Yeah.
Well, look, I gotta go. I'm pretty sure people are gonna be waiting on me, and I got a lot to catch up on. But it was good seeing you, kid. And hey, maybe when you take me up to that spot, we can have another conversation. Yeah.
Yeah. Soon.
Soon, I hope. Yeah. When are you getting out?
I could get up to tomorrow. I think sometime the 20th.
The 20th. Okay. Tomorrow. Yeah. All right.
I thank you for being my friend.
Of course, kid. Yeah. Look, we say it all the time, and I think nobody's actually, cashed in anything like this. But anything you need at all, you let me know. Okay.
Same thing with the Blackbirds. If you need anything, we'll be there.
I appreciate that, kid. All right, well, you stay busy. Don't idle, and remember, don't dwell on things, okay?
I'll do my best. Thank you, Mr. DiCenzo.
All right, Magpie. I'm gonna get changed and I'm out of here. See you soon.
See you soon.
Oh man, such an unexpected relationship there with Magpie. Completely unexpected. Like I would have never seen that coming. Would have never seen that coming with Magpie. Would not have expected that, dude. Not have expected. I mean the general just relationship with her. I would not have expected that. Like if you would have told me, like when we first met her, that we would have that kind of relationship with her, never. At least if you end up killing her, you know where to bury her. That is brutal, dude. Oh, that is brutal. A little like Cesare and Wallaby's relationship. I think early on, probably, yeah. Maybe there is some, what do you call it? some comparison to be made there for sure. Yeah. Oh, this guy's getting out too. Wonder who this is. Your favorite relationship right now? It's so unexpected. Actually, let me check my telegrams as well. Dude, is this Gideon? That's fucking Gideon. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, Carlo. Okay, there's a few people out here. Let's get the fuck out of here. There's a few people in town then. Oh shit, I'm out here? Fuck! Bro, Gideon got caught? It was just yesterday that we met with Gideon and he was like, yeah, he told us about him being wanted and all that. Alright, let's ride to the city, guys. I don't have any guns or anything. I might need to visit, one of the mattress houses, maybe. Mattress apartments. Because I have this bolt action on me now, but... let's put this on just in case. Fluffalump, dude, thank you so much for the raid. And thank you so much for the scene. That was fucking incredible. We were just talking about it. Such an unexpected relationship there between Sonny and Magpie, but it is quite wholesome. It is quite wholesome. I enjoyed that quite a bit, so thank you so much for the RP above all, but thank you for the raid. Thank you for the resub now as well, goddamn. I appreciate you. Yeah, people were tearing up. There was a good conversation. It was a good little talk. Baloney, you fucking maniac. What are you doing in here? Episode 1, Santino DiCenzo leaves a pin. Baloney, you bastard. I'm gonna make myself number 1 on that list. Or whatever you said, you fucker. Yeah, that was a really cool scene. I hope to have more of that. I know we've been trying to have a conversation for a while, but things have been crazy. So hopefully things slow down a little bit. Although if Faloner over here has his way, then perhaps not. But regardless of things slowing down or not, we will have more talks like that for sure. Fluffalump. I like it. I love having talks like that. And I think Magpie is like the perfect person to have that talk with. Who's this? Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
You doing all right?
You just got out?
I did, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. It's good to be out and about.
Yeah. You happen to see where Carlo ran? I doubt you'd tell me, but I thought I'd give it a try.
Look, I'll be 100% candid with you here. I just rode into the city from the docks up north, so I have not seen literally anybody. You were the first people that I've spoken to.
Did you take local transport?
I did, yeah, I did.
Oh, you could have let us know and pick you up. But I get it. Alright.
Next time.
Yeah, well, I'm sure there will be one if things keep going this way.
I'm sure there will be. Dude, imagine if there was something baloney, bro. Imagine if there was something else that I had been like some report came in with my name or whatever, and like I was wanted again. Like for some reason I'm immediately wanted again after just getting released, and I run into a posse of fucking law, and I go straight back to Sisika, bro. The fact that is like in the realm of possibilities is actually insane, dude. The fact that I could have somehow been brought back to Sisika immediately, actually crazy. Actually fucking crazy.
entertaining.
Well, that's fun.
What's going on?
Hey, Jilly, Flo, Lydia. How you doing?
Yeah,
How you doing?
They were looking for Carlo.
Oh.
You haven't happened to seen him
Weird.
recently, have you?
No. I didn't even know he was fucking
I,
awake.
didn't she Carlo, but Al and Scarpo and I think Sophia was with them all in the disguises. They ran by the church like 3 minutes before they saw you. So those three are around somewhere, but they're like they look very Western right now.
Fuck. Okay. You know
Yeah.
which way they went.
Down towards Browntown.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go see if I can find them and give them warning about these fucking law.
Yeah. There's a lot of them.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Take care. All right. We'll talk soon.
Yeah, you guys do.
Stay
Watch
here.
out. Fuck. Catch you next time, Flum. Take it easy. Okay, so they ran towards Browntown. I kind of like I want to look for them, but at the same time, I don't want to. Maybe they're like, not maybe. They're obviously trying to hide from law, right? So I don't want to like bring too much attention to them if I do find them, because the law might be looking at me now. Not that I can see them anywhere, but they might see me and be like, oh, he might be with them. Let's go. They might be looking for them. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to lead law inadvertently to these guys, because then, well, they might get got. Yeah, I think I got a telegram notification, so I'm gonna check that real quick. That might be an indication of something. Yeah, what a welcoming party indeed. Indeed. Good thing is though, we're not actually banned. So they can't just grab us from the street like this. At least not me, since I'm not wanted. Hey kid.
I sent you a telegram.
Just
there's
now?
There's somewhere called Pleasance. We all agreed that I would meet you, but there's law everywhere, and they just came up to me asking where Carlo is, and that he's wanted for murder and stuff. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Fuck. Okay.
Carlo ran off, no idea where he is, but looks like they haven't gotten him. The other three are at Pleasance. I don't know where that is, but they said you'd know.
Okay. And did they ask you to simply give me that message, or are you coming along as well?
I think I'm coming, they said, because they asked me if I know where it is. Or I don't know.
Fuck.
I could have a look out. I think it's important that you meet them, but like I said, the law just went that way?
Down towards the docks.
No, not towards the docks. They just continued that way. Give me a second. Stay here.
I'm gonna check telegrams. Fuck. Okay, yeah, the law is probably hot on their ass then if they have it to meet at Pleasance. The law was hot on their ass. You know what that makes me think, dude? You know what that makes me think? Oh no, dude. What if myself, Sophia, Sergio, Alan, Kit are here in the city? Let us know when you're headed this way. Buena Fortuna. And then they mentioned here, I will meet you here at the docks in Saint Denis. Carlo Marciano. Dude, can the law read telegrams if I'm in Sisica? Telegrams sent to me. Oof. Alright, kid, stick with me. Alright, come on.
I thought something happened to you. I started to get worried.
It just took a little longer to get processed out of Sisica than I expected.
I'm glad you're okay.
Thanks. Look, we're gonna do something here, alright? I don't wanna alert the law to the fact that I might know where they are. Because the last thing I wanna do is I don't wanna lead the law to them.
Dress up as a street kid.
No, I'm not dressing up as anything. Not after just getting out of Sisica.
Okay.
We are going to just simply stick around the city for a little bit, and when things quiet down, we will make our way out, alright? Let me stop by the back here.
Okay, did you telegram them?
No.
Shit. Then they might get worried that maybe something's happened.
Oh, we won't be long. We'll head there in a
Okay.
moment. Oh, fuck.
Don't worry, Mr. Santino. Nothing's gonna happen to no one because I've got the big hand. I had a man cowered in fear when I started reading my book all year. It was really something. But I'm on edge. I'm really on edge. I'm on edge. I'm on edge.
Hey, well, come on. Tell me about it. So what happened? You got held up by somebody at the telegram station? Who was it?
I don't know, but Mr. Vittorio Caruana knows who they are, but refused to tell me who they are.
He refused to tell you?
Yeah, he said, no offense, kid, but I don't know you. As if he got held up. It was me. They were kidnapping this little woman. And I wasn't even anywhere near them, but I was watching, of course, but so was he. They came up to me, this man with long ginger hair, right?
Mm-hmm.
Points a rifle in my face and
Long
threatens me
ginger
not to
hair.
tell anyone, otherwise, you know, I'll die. And there was a man wearing like a fur animal pelt over his shoulders and a matching hat, like a fur hat. There was a woman with a red and orange poncho with her hair in a braid. There was a bunch of them, but those three stood out to me.
Well, they don't sound familiar to me. I'm not quite sure who they could have been. Hey, let me just let me get something out of my horse. Off of my horse. Stable hand took him. Alright, we are using the guns that, Mr. What was his name? Fucking Vanguard gave to us. Jesse. Jesse? Yes, it's Jesse. I think it was Jesse. It was. Jesse. Jesse gave us these guns. We're using them now. Or kid, let's go to the wagon rental. Come on. Ah, fuck. Why am I pressing there? I think it's this one. Right. I think it's
What
this
are you
one.
having?
I'm putting something away.
Oh. You know, Mariposa is doing a wagon race, and whoever wins gets the wagon.
Really? What wagon?
I'm not sure. I didn't ask, but I'm gonna participate because I was just thinking that I need a wagon.
You do need a wagon. Everybody needs a fucking wagon nowadays, I guess. Yeah, it's a good idea. When is the race happening?
I forgot to ask.
Well, that's important to
I
know.
was pretty shaken up, okay?
Yeah, sure. Fair enough. How's the house been?
It's clean. Nothing new from what I saw today. Everything's fine. I met this woman named Charlotte, and she etched my gun for free. It says Ripples on it now.
It says Ripples?
Yeah, like Kid Ripley, but Ripples, you know?
Hey, that's not a bad nickname, kid.
Right?
That's actually not a bad nickname at all. Ripples. I like that.
Ripples. Alright, I give you permission to call me Ripples.
All right. That's actually a great fucking nickname.
Thanks.
Ripples is fucking sick. That's actually so fucking good. Alright, come on. You ready to ride hard? Okay.
What
Keep up,
direction
alright?
are we going?
Just follow.
Okay.
After the bridge,
Let
we're
me
gonna be
know
going.
when.
We're gonna be going hard.
Wait. I don't have a medical bag. Just a
I do.
heads up. Oh, okay.
All right, follow me. Yeah, it's kind of cute. Ripples. It fits so well with her, and I think yeah, I think it's a really good nickname. Really good nickname overall. Ripples. What if Sal could tell you guys about the whole Telegram reading thing? Ooh. Can't wait till my game runs as smooth and writing. Shit, Ambassador, you gonna get an upgrade or something? Going straight. Oh, you see this tree line up ahead?
Yeah.
We're gonna go past it a little bit over the hill, and then we're gonna stop and turn right back around, okay?
Okay.
Right here. Now we wait.
What do we wait for?
Just give it a minute. If anybody's been tailing us and we haven't been able to see them, then they should come over this hill right here.
You mean the law?
Yeah. You see, they can't see over the horizon of the hill. So
This
if they
is
were
small.
riding up behind us, they would not be able to see us until we can see them, just over the horizon.
Well, if there are any, you got two graves, I'm sure they could cower themselves into pieces of shit. Jail changed me.
Oh shit! Yeah, kid, I saw what you did.
I'm sorry.
Hey, no, it's nothing to be sorry about, but
I
so you
lied
got
my way
jailed.
out of it, though.
Did you?
Yeah, they put my charges on hold. I think I have enough of a good story and a foundation, and also a witness to be able to attest to my statement for them to not be able to charge me.
Wow, that's a fucking mouthful. But okay, yeah, good. Wait, so you didn't get charged for anything?
No, yeah, but they did take the Schofield that you once gave to me, which I'm pretty upset about.
You got to get that back. You didn't
I
use that in a
tried.
crime, did you?
No, I tried and they just lost it.
Nah.
Fucking annoying. Well, it wasn't etched with anything, so they gave me a civilian gun.
A Schofield?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, at least you got a Schofield. Well, yeah, it wasn't etched with anything. It wasn't, well, you know, it didn't have anything special on it, right? But Schofield's a Schofield. All right, I think we should be good to move. Come on this way.
Wait. How was Jessica?
Sissika was, taxing, as it
Are
always,
you bald again?
No, I actually managed to hide my hair. So I'm good for now.
Oh, wait.
All right, come on.
Mr. Santino, I'll conquer the Jessica. I don't look football.
Oh!
My body! Oh, my body!
Hey, you all right? Is something broken?
I don't know. The adrenaline's pumping through my body. Oh, my poor horse.
You're okay.
Sweet, I'm so
You're all right.
sorry.
You're all right. Come on.
Oh.
My body, she says. My body. Hey. Is it alright?
Yeehaw.
Yeah, he fucking Christ. Let's just hitch the horses up. Come on. Kid, follow me.
Do you have any sugar cubes by chance?
Nope.
Oh, they were for me. Just kidding. Oh.
The sugar cubes were for me.
Hey, if any of them tell you I cried in the cells, I didn't. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
When they're not outnumbered. It's like Zoe Winters. She's nice as pie.
There's 4, right?
Yeah, there was 4. I mean, we probably could have took them, but
Yeah, it's not worth
the
it.
better option was to run.
Yeah.
Hello.
I've
Hey.
just washed. I'm drying
How
off.
was college?
It's fantastic. I learned a lot. As soon as I got back into the city, I got intercepted by a small group of Law 4 saying they were looking for Carlo, actually.
Yeah.
Carlo Marciano. That's
Yeah.
how I said it.
Yeah. Then I was told that you all were scurrying about, dressed differently, and then Kid told me that you guys were coming here, so I brought her along. Maybe I shouldn't have, but I brought her along.
No, that's good.
Does everybody know what happened with her?
Yeah.
Valentine? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, in Valentine?
Well, it was in Valentine that I heard your voice, Carlo. I'm quite sure I recognize that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
she told me her charge is on hold right now.
Yep. That's what
They're
she told
waiting
me.
to talk to the snakeskin deputy to verify she didn't ride into town with anyone, which she didn't. She didn't ride into town with us. So hopefully it clears up. But I told her I'll pay for her fines if she does get charged.
Well, regardless. Sorry, what was that?
I just heard a horse. Just one though. It's fine.
Well, regardless of whether she gets charged or not, she was put in a jail cell. And, she was a part of whatever you tried, Carlo, obviously, so. Kid's got her hands dirty. A little bit. Albeit a little bit, but she's got her hands dirty. Now, like I said, maybe I shouldn't have brought her along, but she's here now, so she knows where this place is. It's important to keep that in mind. I talked to somebody in Sisika just now, from Cook's gang. Told me this situation with Ida Ullman. He filled me in on his end of things, and I was hoping to maybe get a better story from all of you. He said a bearded man had told him and committed to a decision, so I'm assuming that was Cesare, correct?
It was, yeah.
Yes, okay. I think you said as much in your telegram as well. Scarpo, Cesare had made the decision, or had approved the decision. So what's the thing there? We agree not to go after Ida Ullman until Cook and them can get their hands on her, and then they turn her over to us?
Yeah, so she has a vital piece of information that they're looking for, and if she dies via our hand, or I guess anyone else's, it dies with her, apparently. So they need to talk to her or get some information out of her some various way. And then afterwards, they said we can have her, but it wasn't like an ultimatum. He was willing to like pay for this, because he understands it's an inconvenience. But Cesare and me agreed for a instead of like an upfront payment or anything like that. Hopefully, a business deal going forward, an open line of communication and business would be preferred, because the whole Ida Ullman situation again is not the top of our priority, and it can wait, as it has been waiting this whole time. So
yeah,
we kind of shook on that and agreed that they're free to find her and get the information out of her, whatever way they choose, and then the agreement is that they bring it to us.
Okay, yeah. I mean, seems reasonable enough to me. And if Cesare approved it, then all good. All right. I also met this one of these fucking guys that we came across from the Bowen gang in Emerald that one day. Was just exiting Sisika as well. He was just being released. Now he said something to me that is an obvious threat, but he told me that he mentioned to me that I had said to them that we would be getting those guns back, and I said yes, and we are going to get those guns back. I reaffirmed it in Sisika, and he said that y'all are taking your sweet time or something along those lines. I told him that he's not on our priority list at all. Well, if he is, he's at the very bottom of it. And he came back with a retort to me saying that he intends to make himself the top of that list. Make themselves the top of that list. So.
For what? I don't get it.
I don't know. I guess they didn't like the idea of us saying that we're going to get those guns back.
Jesus. Okay. Yeah, we did. I did see one of them in Saint Denis, so if he was leaving Sisika, that might make sense why I saw him there.
Yeah. Yeah, he left, he left actually quite some time before I did, so.
Okay.
Yeah, we saw him. We saw two of them in Saint Denis. There's 4 of us. We could have grabbed them, but again, really not a priority. If they're begging for attention and so desperate for, I guess, a reason to exist, then I guess there's nothing we can do to stop some people coming after us for some guns that we said we'd get back one day. It's extremely pathetic in my eyes, and it's just like a baby out crying for help.
Well, the thing is, maybe
they
will take that as a threat because it obviously is, right? I mean, we're threatening to get these guns back, and they're not going to hand them over. So there's an implication there of violence involved, or at least a threat of violence involved in such a thing, right? So they're right to think that it is a threat. It is, essentially. So that's probably their reasoning for wanting our attention at the moment.
No, they want our attention from the very first. When we and Joey had a talk with him, I'll tell you right now, Cynthia, Joey was not confrontational. He was not even, lippy in the least. I've seen Joey, say stupid shit, right? He was not lippy at all against, when it was us two, talking to 4 of them. He was simply, just talking to him normally. For them to bring that up and use it as an excuse to rob him and Sophia, they're just clawing for attention, and it's just embarrassing. There's no reason that they would want to rob. They said that the reason they went and robbed Joey was to press him for some comments that he made the last time they met, and he, obliged them. Sure, the second time, perhaps he was lippy, and Sophia said as much, but still, they're just crying for attention, and I don't think we give it to them in any turn, unless they, genuinely start picking us off or trying to come for us. I mean, at that point, there's nothing we can do but respond.
Exactly.
But
yeah.
it's ridiculously embarrassing in my eyes, and I'm sure they're just jumping on this bandwagon because it's probably no secret that we're extremely preoccupied right now, and they're only probably doing this because they know we're busy. If it was just us had nothing to do, I'm sure they wouldn't dare.
Yeah, well, it isn't the first time a group takes advantage of the fact that we're preoccupied with something else, right? So it's a possibility, I suppose. But look, we should be smart about this. Keep them on a low priority, and focus on what it is that we have to do. Now, I've been away for a few days, and I feel like it's been a fucking eternity. I've been itching to get back out here. I've been itching to talk to all of you. Has anything happened that I need to be made aware of? Anything significant? Any progress made? Was the city attacked, as we heard rumors that it was going to be? Have the people from the ranch made any sort of move? Have you made any sort of move on the ranch? Anything at all? I'd like to hear it all, please.
Okay. Where do we begin? Yeah, Sergio, take it away.
Okay, the major points of the city did not get attacked to our knowledge. There's been no major explosions. The night of it was meant to go down, we heard that there was some 20 to 25 deputies patrolling the streets, basically searching everyone in their way. preventing it happening. I can only assume John Wade told him about it because, as he said to us, he doesn't want to see the city get hurt. He wants business to thrive, and we know he's more than willing to talk the law. So yeah, I would assume John Wade told the law about it, and hence why they was protecting that city that one night. It was meant to happen. But yeah, in the long run, it did not get attacked. They probably postponed it for another time. Opium is still, being pushed in the cities, to our knowledge. We're hearing of dealers still on the streets, people we can't quite catch in hours that are unfavorable to us. They're still coming in droves, planting boxes, and again, they're the early hours or the later hours when we're not around. We're trying our best to obviously stomp it out as it comes in, and I think we're doing a fairly good job. But the people who obviously are the dealers are either becoming more evasive or more keen to our tactics. Either way, more on that pressing note, Eli Blair has been dealt with. There's also a possible rumor that he's dead. I managed to grab him as he was coming into the city.
Let's fucking
We
go.
spent the night in the slaughterhouse a few nights ago, and I woke up there, and that was actually the night you got taken away. And the next morning, I see him coming into the Santino on his lonesome. So I acted real nice. Got
Let's
to
go.
talking, took him by the grand. He was about to walk me into his apartment. I managed to, distract him enough, and then put him at gunpoint. Took him behind the grand, interrogated him a little bit, still smacked him around quite a bit with the hammer as well. He eventually let slip that he was involved and whatnot, and confirmed our sources' information that he's certainly involved in opium. Said that they meet in Rathskeller quite a bit and Twin Rocks, and that Ko is the main head of it. The Del Lobos are the main security for it all, and that he most certainly was involved. Wouldn't they tell me why he was involved or why he was going against us? Tried to get him to give one last bit of crucial information, and he said something so inconvincing, or I don't know, unmonumental, that I can't even remember what he said. So I shot him. Told him Dale and Open We Die, left, and now there is posters around the city and I guess the crossing, stating 4 martyrs. This Alejandro, remember that guy, the guy we talked to about dealing?
Yeah.
We were not involved in his death whatsoever, but they're trying to martyr him. And
Pretty sure that was fucking goons that killed him, right?
no idea.
That's what I heard, I think.
Either way, he's dead. This Wu fella that we, slashed his fucking head with a sledgehammer in front of the telegrams.
Yeah.
Radar, obviously. And now Eli Blair is on the list too, so they're trying to imply that he's dead. Not confirmed yet, but all the others are confirmed dead. So waiting on that. So yeah, Eli's been dealt with. Sent him a telegram saying, if you continue to deal in opium, you fucking die, basically.
Good shit, Scarpo. Good shit. I was actually, at some point, whenever I could, first thing today, speaking to anybody really, was going to say that we should shift our focus away from Kerrigan's Ranch for a moment. That we should go after other people on that list, and that included Eli Blair. So, they're very well done. Good. Yeah, okay.
Ahead of you on that front, I sent some telegrams out to everyone saying that our focus should shift to basically to conclude a lot of meetings that have occurred. We managed to find Leona. God, actually, there's 3 meetings that have occurred. Okay, so we tried to meet Leona after you got caught, all right, the same night. But the location got burned, and we thought Law was on their way to come get us, so we had to postpone that meeting. Managed to see her in Blackwater either the day later or another day later or whatever. Talked to her a little bit, and she brought Varric along, and she basically explained that they had been, heavily betrayed, and they felt like, Ivy was telling them one thing and then, doing another, and it's put them in the shit now. And now that they want to kill Ivy, this is Leona, Conrad, Mr. Hagen. Is it Hagen? I forget his name anyway. But Varric was there too. We asked if Leona speaks with Varric, and she said yes. And then Varric goes around and says during that talk that he feels conflicted about hurting Ivy, and that he made a solemn promise to her boyfriend. Is it Nate Miller?
Ned Fuller.
Ned Fuller. to protect him and the ones he loves. Idiot, fucking stupid. Like, I don't know why you'd volunteer that information when we got guns on you or whatever. But either way, me and Tony go outside, make a decision. We come back in, start fucking beating him with a hammer.
Tell me they killed him.
I slam the hammer down real hard in his knee. Apparently he's out of action. They think he might be crippled from it.
Okay,
I held the hammer over his ankle, told him to give us a vital piece of information to spare him from any further pain. Same thing I did to Eli. But this time, he starts singing like a fucking songbird. He named off about 10 names in the span of 10 seconds. He just started fucking firing them off, quick fire. Got a few more names. Most interesting one on that list is Preston, as in Preston from Gideon. So apparently Preston's involved in this against us now.
You've got to be fucking me sideways. Preston?
Nope. Yeah, Preston.
That means Gideon's involved as well.
Possibly, yes.
Yeah, which I saw Gideon the other day, and he was, I don't know, very cordial with me and whatnot. So I don't know. It's weird.
I just saw Gideon get out of Sisika. He was right behind me.
Yeah. I don't know if they're involved. I feel like if they are, it might just be Preston being a knucklehead or trying to fuck with us, as he always does, right? He always thinks he's the man or whatever. I'm inclined to just ask Gideon straight up, because I feel like he would just tell us straight up. Either way, low rung on the ladder there.
Sure, yeah, okay. What are the names?
That's let me get it up. I have it.
Joe.
Joe?
Yeah, which Sergio and I kind of put together. We think it's that Josephine Strauss, German lady I saw smoking a cigarette at Vito's house. She told me she goes by Joe, and she's the one who supposedly is married to Nathan Miller.
That's it, right? Yeah, married to Nathan Miller, yeah.
Okay, so we got Reggie.
We almost got her the other day, but we lost her in the fog, Sergio and I.
We almost got her. Fuck. Anyway, the first name he gave was Reggie, and I feel like I faintly remember a Reggie either with a cut or the firm, or Delaney, someone along those lines. Either way, Reggie apparently is a part of it. Phoenix, aka Salads,
who the fuck is
part of this? Joe, obviously, who we thought might be Josephine Strauss. We have a man called Nate. Not too sure who that is. Preston, obviously. Eli Blay, he said, and Eli's been dealt with. Sonny and Esteban from the Del Lobos. We found a note at the what's it called? Rathskeller Fork from Deke. A lot of information coming your way. Just try and keep up. So a guy called Deke is a medical professional who's currently helping August through various means, and Deke is apparently wanting to seek a meeting with either Esteban or Sonny. We found a note at Rathskeller that said as much. So there's that. That confirms the Del Lobos anyway. We have Miguel, who I thought was part of Los Animales, but apparently he's part of the Del Lobos, right? Miguel Hidalgo, I think his name is. And of course, Nathan Miller.
I think I met him.
Who we already know. Who is that ex, or apparently he no longer runs the Armadillo Saloon. Apparently he's been kicked out or something, but that's unconfirmed. But anyway, we've done business in Nitro before, so we know who he is. But yeah, those are the names he started singing off in really quick fashion. So we, took the hammer away, had Joey drag him to his horse and had him wait. Did this all in front of Leona so that she, kind of understands firsthand what we want to do. And then we set her a task. We set her a task because she has, she wasted our time with it all. And at this point, I still wasn't, confirming or sure if she was trying to fuck us over still. I was still feeling bamboozled, and I wanted to kill her that day up in Brandywine. But either way, set her a task saying, you hereby have to kill Nathan Miller. Not Nathan Miller, Nate Fuller.
Ned Fuller.
Ned Fuller. Fuck.
Ivy's sweetheart.
Yes.
Ex-woman now.
If apparently radar wasn't enough, so set her to kill Ned Fuller. She said, "Okay, we'll see what we can do." Yada yada. Here he's not out of the cross. He's out of the crossing for a little while. So we said, from when that starts, you have a week. She said, "Okay, I'll get back to you. Whatever." Let him go. I'm trying to think if anything else happened in between that. Anything major? I don't think so. Does anyone else remember anything else that happened between that?
Hearing somebody running around. Pretty sure it's a kid.
With Leona?
Just in general.
Like
No,
since
I
he's
think,
been away?
the next major thing will be the next meeting, I
Oh.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I set up a meeting with Leona again. And
Tonight, the one you the one you telegrammed me about?
yes. Yeah. So I telegrammed her basically because I wanted to see where she stood because she seemed a little unsure about killing Ned. So I wanted to see where she was at with that. Kind of had a one-on-one meeting, kind of took the gloves off a little bit and, you know, a bit more of an even playing field because every time we'd met it had been basically at gunpoint. And yeah, so we met one-on-one down at over at Cattail Pond to speak. And we get to talking, and basically I was trying to understand her point of view a little more because out of everyone we've interrogated, everyone we've come across, everyone seems to want to die in this hill of opium, right? Everyone is genuinely just heads full of sawdust about it all. The one fucking guy we start beating the guy, he says, I'm willing to die for this. I was like, alright, we'll fucking oblige you. Radar didn't have anything interesting to say. He's just like fucking out of it. Everyone else we talk about, everyone else we meet, Eli Blair as well, pretty much the same. Just fucking clueless to what's happening around them. She is a little different in my eyes. She does seem to understand the stakes, understand what she's up against. So I wanted to at least indulge her with an adult conversation, right? So we get to talking, and I ask her where she stands on this Ned Fuller situation, how she feels about it, and she said she's obviously up against two mountains here, really conflicted about how she can even go about it. She's basically said she's in the position of this. She either kills Ned Fuller, and then she has her own Sweetheart of the West situation on her hands. She has however many fucking groups coming after her for obliging and, you know, fucking killing the guy. Or she has to now face the consequences of us. And that is, you know, something that she's going to have to prepare for. And if she can't come through with Ned Fuller, then I guess that means a war with us. That's what she was saying.
Well, I mean, that's the position we've put her in, right?
Yeah.
That is accurate. Okay.
So yeah, we continue talking, and we seem to find a bit more of a level understanding. And I'll be honest, Sonny, out of all the people we've talked to, I am going out on a limb here, and I am taking a risk. But I do actually trust her in what she's saying, and that Ivy did fuck her over. Ivy put her up to speaking on her behalf, which is why we even entertained the meeting, right? And that Ivy fucked her over in the end by involving Lauren, failing those conditions. She still didn't know Ivy tried to set the conditions of the meeting. Ivy failed to mention that, and she also didn't know Ivy tried to use the law against us. You know, when we had Radar gagged in the Kerrigan's ranch.
Yeah.
Apparently, all this has been failed to be mentioned to her. And I'll be honest, I do believe her. I do believe that she and hers don't have ill intent towards us and want to distribute opium. I think they just tried to get themselves involved because they had friends at the time and genuinely just found themselves in a position that was unfavorable. And I personally believe we have bigger targets right now, and we don't need to be entertaining wars with people who were not our main targets. So I made the decision to withdraw the command and the task to kill Ned Fuller.
Ooh.
Sorry,
Ooh.
Nate Fuller.
Ned.
No, Ned
And
Fuller.
Ned.
You had
It
it
is
whatever.
Ned.
It's Ned. It's Ned
I will
Fuller.
get it one day. I will get it one day. I withdrew that and said her and hers can rest easy now. And basically, we agreed that the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And in the future, we'll agree to share information and work on the same playing field against the people who we want to bring down. And she mentioned that she obviously wants to kill Ivy now, which I do believe her. And she mentioned that she now has issues with Cole for involving her and her people in this.
Okay, her people. You said her people. Who are her people again? Obviously, it's Leona, right? So her brother Conrad, right?
Yeah, and there's a guy called Mr. Hatham, who's
Mhm.
the older guy. I don't know if you remember him. He was the gentleman who screamed, "Don't you fan that hammer at me, boy!" as he was gunning him down
Oh
in
yeah,
Valentine.
yeah, I remember him. Yeah.
Yeah. So
What a
him,
thing to yell while you're being gunned down, huh?
I know. Yeah. Anyway,
As you're taking bullets to the chest, bah, 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 don't you fan that hammer at me. Jesus Christ. Okay.
yeah. A woman called Dot, D-O-T, who is actually the partner of Varric. She mentioned that Varric is a part of her people now, but she's on very thin ice due to what he said during that meeting, and that obviously he's given this promise to Ned. It's Ned, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yes, yes.
He's given this solemn promise to Ned. So he's on thin ice and said if he continues to disobey like that, she'll dispatch of him herself. So yeah.
Okay, well, look, we do have to be careful with this group. I mean, for obvious reasons. Number one, we gunned down Conrad and this Hatham guy as well. We have received no repercussions from them, no retaliation from them, right? I can't imagine Leona would be too happy about that, her brother being hurt in that manner. So, they have a reason to want to fuck us over. Second of all, the whole reason why we attacked them to begin with was because we were fairly certain that Conrad had ratted to the law about an incident at the Bastille. Remember? When he broke the kids... When did they confirm?
Well, when we actually went and talked to the McFarland's ranch about it, they said, yeah, he fucked up. That's what they said.
Right.
They admitted guilt on his behalf.
Well, even worse then, or even more to my point, rather. At the very least, Conrad is the type to go to the law, the type that will use the law when it is to his convenience, to gain an advantage over somebody or to do something that he otherwise would not, right? So we do have to be very careful with that. It's a very sticky situation to be with. And let's not forget that Leona herself was, as far as I can remember, I could be mistaken, but she was a part of the McFarland ranchers, who themselves were vigilantes, who themselves were self-proclaimed and were very loud in their use of the law against their enemies. You have to be very careful with this. I'm a little bit surprised to hear this coming from you, Scarpo, that you do trust her. Being honest, but perhaps above everything that I've just warned against, the enemy of my enemy is indeed my friend. So we keep an eye on it. We're very careful and precautious with that whole situation, but maybe it'll turn out to be in our favor.
You guys hear something?
Nah.
No.
Yeah.
I think it was a bird.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll say that I don't trust her. I'll trust what she's saying to me about this situation. I'll trust that. I believe the words coming out of her mouth that she's been fucked over by Ivy, because it does nothing but put her in a bad situation. A situation that is no advantage to her to be against us, right? That is what I believe to be true. Now, do I trust her and them not to run the law at every turn? No, absolutely not. You never trust people who've done it once, ever.
Must have
But
been
in regards to this situation and what she's saying right now, I do trust that. I believe she's being honest. Someone can be a rat and be honest to your face about something. But you do need to be cautious and be aware that they have a proclivity to do stuff like that.
Okay, as long as we are aware, and there's a rider back there in the tree line. Single rider.
Watching us?
No, keep going. Going right to left, down towards Pleasance. Yeah, as long as we're aware of the possibility of a threat there for other reasons and further down the line, then good. That is all. All I'm asking there, essentially, is just that we are
Yeah.
aware of that threat.
We haven't
Okay.
given up any information that is, detrimental to us there.
All right. Perfect. Anything else?
Trying to recall.
Got word that Zero's back.
Yes, Zero
yes.
is back. We clocked eyes on him.
Sophia, you sent me a telegram about that, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You understood that was for me. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to be careful with that information going into Cisco, but yes, we spotted him. I thought at first it might have been one of the guys that was with Way, but when we binoculated him, it was definitely Zero. With another guy that I think you recognize him, right, Sergio?
Yeah, like he wears that hat, and he's got the mustache. And he's a very distinct-looking gentleman. I saw him come out the Bastille, and we were like as close as we are now, pretty much. I was riding by on the horse, and then as he came down towards Telegram, I looked through binoculars again. It was 100% him, and he had that guy with him as well. The guy who wears it's like a sombrero, but it's like down his back, right? It's not on his head. It's like around a.
Yeah,
hangs on his back. Yeah.
He's got a very distinctive look, that guy too, and I knew that guy to be with Zero. So,
real quick, I'm gonna send a kid back into the city to see if she can spot any law in there. All right.
Good idea.
Yeah.
They have been patrolling very heavily.
Hey, kid. Yeah, I don't want to keep you. I don't want to keep you waiting here. This conversation could go on for a while. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks for bringing me here. Do me a favor. Go back into the city, or honestly, do whatever you want. But if you're going back into the city, keep an eye out for law. All right. If there is any law in town, telegram me about it. Okay, me specifically.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, you guys are here. I want to make tacos for you guys.
Tonight?
I can just make them and bring them here.
Sure. Yeah, sure. Yeah, well, this is probably where we're gonna be laying our head here. So, yeah.
Okay. Give me like 30 minutes.
All right.
I think so. Yeah, it's stuck.
So
Other
they've
than
been
that,
heavily
I can't
patrolling,
think
you
of
said?
much else. Yeah, they have been. I've received telegrams from multiple people every day saying that Lloyd's, here in presence, Lloyd's here, 6, 7 deep. They're going around the city like it's nobody's business. Probably because of us, and also the threat of opium, and thirdly, probably the threat of explosion, right?
I think
Terrorism.
more than likely, I think it's a response to that. If the law are aware of that,
To the
then,
terrorism.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're responding more so to that, because at the end of the day, what we are doing is not a general attack on the population of Santini. We are not indiscriminately going around causing harm to anybody. We are very specific in what we're doing, and they understand what we're doing. I've explained it to them very well at this point. But that compared to a general threat to the city with explosions and bombs at specific locations, I feel like that would be a more serious threat to them than us. So.
Somebody told us, I can't remember who it was, I think it might have been Lydia. Somebody told us that a deputy was going around saying, be careful what you sell on the streets of Saint Denis. The DiCenzos are going around killing just about anyone for selling stuff. Like stuff. He didn't say opium. He just said, if you deal in anything in the city, you're likely to be, a target.
When did you say that she heard that?
This was like a day or two ago.
I wasn't lit. Fuck.
Who was that? Was it Theo? But yeah, a lawman was going around saying that the DiCenzos are just killing anyone who does business.
Right. Well, if that was before I got arrested, then that could have been their perception of it before. But again, I clarified with them everything, in essence, as to our stance on opium, essentially. So they know what we're doing. They know what we're targeting. I explained it to them. This was no secret, and I wasn't going to keep it a secret from the law. So perhaps that's been clarified now.
Yeah, Sal's kind of been keeping me updated too in terms of the law. Like he told me 2 days ago, I got this telegram from him about like the rabbit fucking markings or whatever in the city, and like that they're aware and that they're in full force. And he mentioned that currently law is trying to find more evidence on the 9 companies. And he was one of the people that mentioned to Bolton that he believes that because the whole ban that they were kind of threatening.
Yeah, what was that about?
Yeah.
So he basically told me he spoke to Bolton and told Bolton that it would only do more harm than good issuing a ban like that. So I don't know if he got through there or what, but yeah, I don't know. He said we might need to talk soon, but he said he potentially urges an exit plan, if possible. Obviously, because he said some deputies might try and withhold leniency depending on willingness to talk. So still there. If I don't think we plan on turning ourselves in, but if it did come time, hopefully Sales Day or something, we can catch a little more of a break.
So just quickly, Sonny, what was that about? A ban?
Yeah, so when I got caught, I was taken to Sisika straight from Valentine because of Carlo's attempt to break me out. It seemed like it anyway.
Okay, did you know I was following you the whole time?
No, I hadn't. I was completely unsuspecting to all of it.
Wait, so just
Real
quickly, how did you
go
get
ahead.
caught?
So real quick, I'll tell my part up
That's
until
fucking passive.
where I was riding. I changed into this outfit, and I was riding. And I crossed the river, and 2 deputies came up to me. They're like, "Hey, have you seen a guy running around?" I was like, "Oh shit! I assume it was one of you guys, because we weren't too far from the ranch." And I was like, "I don't know, feller. I haven't seen anybody here." And he's like, "All right." And then all of a sudden, they hopped off their horse, and I saw him chasing after you. And then they held you at gunpoint. So I took my horse down the hill, and I hopped off, and I was about to come behind him because there was only 2 of them. And as soon as I hopped off my horse and started running up the hill, they cuffed you so fast and threw you on the horse so fast, I had no chance to even catch up. So then I followed you to Valentine from there.
Oh shit!
On horseback,
okay.
but they cuffed you so quick.
Yeah, they did.
They put you on the horse so fast. I had no chance. But yeah, then I ran into Kit and may have had her potentially kind of lure Lawman out of the office.
Yep, that's why she got jailed. Yeah. Anyway, but so because of that, they took me straight from Valentine to Sisika. Initially, they were going to take me to Santini for an interrogation, but they decided against that after the attempt in Valentine. I did hear some shooting. I'm not sure if that was you, but
no,
some
we didn't shoot. It was me and Stronzetto, and we did not shoot. I think some locals in Valentine got spooked out because we all had guns drawn at each other.
We had a great stream,
shooting, brother. So then we just grabbed the Lawman's horse and took off.
Okay. Well, there was some shooting. I'm not sure what that was about, but they decided against taking me to Santini and took me straight to Sisika, where they had a little bit of an interrogation with me. I explained things, our whole position on opium, etc. By the way, I fully admitted to myself personally killing this Wu man that we killed in front of the telegram station.
Right. Okay.
It was something that was witnessed by one of the deputies that was there, actually. The deputy that was processing me was the one that witnessed it. Or at least that's what he said. Whether it's true or not, not sure. But I asked if I took the fall or essentially admitted to the murder myself, if everybody else would get accessory, and he said yes. So I took the fall for that. Didn't admit to anything else, but they charged me with a bunch of shit. So everybody else should get accessory to that one particular one. I'm not sure about everything else, but anybody else who's mentioned in that report should get accessory. All right? Just keep that in mind. After I explained our whole position on opium, a couple of the deputies had a little bit of a sidebar, and they came back, and they said to me that they were going to issue a ban on me and my family from the city, an indefinite ban, by the way. So no time limit, indefinite, until, and I quote, you change your ways, or we see a change in your ways, or something like that.
Might as well just open up our own lane.
I'm out, baby, I'm out.
Immediately, like, it just, forget about it. Forget about it.
Lots of writers.
Quit moving.
22 years later.
Continues to move more. Stop moving. Oh, fucking Jesus. Yeah, movement's your biggest enemy. I think
Indeed.
we're good.
Right. So they issued this ban to me. Nothing official, nothing in paper, right? No telegram. Like if you go back to when we had the first ban by Tabitha Thorne, we got a telegram informing us, right? Each individual received a telegram. I received nothing. But I informed all of you what I was told, right? I said we had been issued this ban, indefinite, etc., etc. A few days later, I received a telegram from Bolton saying that that was not the case. That, in fact, there was no ban currently in effect for me and my family. That if there were ever to be a ban issued, that it would come from her or her undersheriff, a man called Dustin something, Dustin Cairn or something like that. I'm not sure. Undersheriff Dustin something. So she clarified with me the ban is no longer in effect. I informed everybody in turn, and well, here we are. There is no current ban. Bolton is requesting a conversation with me, though. She seems keen on wanting to know more about our motivation with regards to the opium and whatnot. So, as I oblige the other deputies with a conversation about it, I will oblige Bolton with one as well. Obviously, I will be attending that alone, unfortunately. Unless somebody who is explicitly not wanted wants to join, but I think we're all. I think you're all wanted. Go ahead.
Luckily, there's now an article in the paper that I think is directly from the medical department of St. Crossing itself, talking about how dangerous unregulated opium is. You know, stuff that isn't issued out by medical officers. So maybe you can use that to good use.
Absolutely. Yes, I actually saw that article myself. Yeah, you're right. There is that article, and there's a couple of other things that we have in the works, or we had in the works. I'm not sure if there's an update on all that, but we had in the works with Jilly a protest, a demonstration to be had in the city from people that are not related to us, or at least not directly tied to us, expressing their disdain for opium. Has anybody talked to Jilly about that?
No, we gotta meet up with him. Maybe tomorrow we could send him a telegram. We saw him in the city, but then the whole thing kind of with law took place.
Yeah.
I had to run.
Actually, I spoke a little bit with Jill today. He said one of their big cards that they have, that Amberlin girl, she's in Sisika apparently. So that put a little hamper on their plans for now.
Yeah, she is. I spoke to Amberlin in Sisika. I think she might be out, or she might be she might be released soon, because she sent a message through Magpie, who's also in Sisika. A message to me saying that she wanted to talk to me outside of Sisika. Amberlin wants to talk to me outside of Sisika, so she might be coming out or being released soon. We'll see.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
We actually spoke to somebody down in Armadillo the other day. We've seen flyers around. I'm sure you've probably seen them too at the job boards. Flo Pharmacy. I don't know her actual full name, but her name's Flo, right?
Mm-hmm.
She does sell opium, but it's more of a regulated. She says regulated type thing, and she would just give anyone like 10 a go. She's obviously a pharmacist, unofficial one, but we got talking to her about opium and whatnot, and apparently someone said her father. No, maybe she sent it to me. Somebody sent her. She sent someone a telegram saying she got a history of father died from an overdose or something. So, control of these substances.
Yeah, she said she runs like a rehab, right?
Yeah, she runs a rehab. The idea of regulation, and the idea that too much is too much. The substance is certainly close to dear to her heart. So we mentioned that perhaps we could send some people we know who are struggling with addiction her way. She could help them out, and we mentioned obviously if she could become somewhat of a voice during these protests we're arranging or whatever. And she seemed up to the idea as well. So that's another person we can get involved, and obviously I believe she's probably well known around the coast, and I see her flies all the time. And it's been around for quite some time, so if she could become a bit of a voice there.
Excellent. Yeah, well, that would help with what Jilly is trying to propose there as well. We're trying to put together. Okay. Yeah. Well, we got that going for us. And, you know, the irony of it all is that as I'm explaining this to these deputies in this interrogation room in Sisika, it's almost like they agreed with everything I was saying. It seems like they have a similar stance or a similar perspective on opium. Obviously, our methods will differ in how we deal with it, right? But they were, to a degree, at the very least, interested in perhaps pushing forward some sort of legislation against opium.
Right.
They mentioned to me that there was something... That the kid? Yeah, it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
They mentioned that there was something pending, that something had been pushed through legislation-wise, legally speaking, right? Something had been pushed through, but it was under review. So there may be something coming from law in terms of perhaps making opium illicit or something like that. Hopefully soon.
I think Carlo might know more about that, right?
Yeah. What was Sal you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sal sent me a telegram. I don't think I have it with me right now, but he said something along the lines of that essentially they were working. Do you want to talk to Theo real quick?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Hey, you're gonna get him wet. You're gonna get him wet. Get inside.
It's soggy.
Let's get inside. Come on. Get
Nobody
inside.
likes the wet taco, am I right?
Nobody. Well, nobody likes a wet taco. What the
You
fuck?
want beef or chicken?
Chicken or beef? I'll
Nope.
take beef.
You know what? Don't tell anyone. I'll give you 2.
Yes.
I'll take a beef.
Thanks, kid.
Fuck all that's mine. Shit.
I only have 2 chicken. And
The fuck?
I have
Did you
3
give-
beef.
I
I
want
want
a
a beef. Want a beef.
Want a beef. Actually, I want one of both.
Chicken.
Oh, what's the first 3? What was the
Let's
second
give
one?
him something to
I want
taco
the
about. Look at the
juiciest beef
description. Let's give
taco.
him something to talk about. I love that. Take a
You
taco
only have
taco
one 'cause I
chance
have
on
to eat
this.
2.
Okay, I'll take a beef. Please.
Carlo, you know you don't have to wear the eye patch when we're here, right?
Yeah, just
Thank
kind of
you.
getting used to it, you know. It's not like I can see out that eye, anyways.
Beef.
I was about to say, it probably don't make a difference.
Yum yum.
You want beef or chicken, Carlo?
Chicken.
There you
I like
go.
what
I need you to hold that for a sec.
Oh, okay. Well, as the French say, bon appetit.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what they say.
That's
Yeah,
what
bon
they say,
appetit.
yeah.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
Little
thought it was
soggy.
boner asshole queef, but sure.
Just queef me.
What's wrong with you?
Fwa-fwa.
These
Sophia can tell you all about it.
Just queef me.
What did you say, Alfonso?
Hey, what did you say? You want to repeat that also?
Well, no, because you know you're a woman.
It means
What does queef
Am I
mean,
wrong?
Carlo?
Am I
Yeah,
wrong?
it's-
Can somebody tell me that I'm wrong?
I'm not listening. Yeah, I'm not listening.
Am I wrong?
I'm not listening.
What does queef
No.
mean, Carlo?
I just told you.
What does it mean?
Fwa-fwa.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
It's Queefy Pete. He lives in Van Horn. Used
Mm.
to.
That was Queefy
Mhm.
Pete.
Mhm.
I have a feeling. I have a
Good
feeling. I have a feeling that isn't the case.
Can I
It's
have
what
that
is-
bag back, please? Thank you.
Well, on that
Oh my
bombshell, I'm
God.
going to bed. Good night.
Good night now.
Before I forget, Mr.
So far.
Santino, I've been holding on to these for so long.
What are these?
This is Theodore Jr. and this is Theodore
Who the fuck is
Theodore
Theodore?
the second.
I just work here.
Thanks, kid. I'll
You
take
want to show
a.
him to everyone? Show him. Hold him in your hands. Show him.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold what?
What's going on?
I can't type. Just a furry friend and a slippery, slimy friend.
Oh my god, you're gonna get diseases. What the hell are you doing holding that?
Yeah, well, you know, I just.
They're pets.
Are they dead?
They're full of pests, kid.
No. No, not again. Not again.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I'm holding him. I mean, what can I do? I mean,
Yeah, spread that frog out. Spread the frog out.
want me to spread the slimy one open?
Yeah, spread him open there.
Yep.
You gotta dispatch him. It's the most humane thing to do at this point.
No, please.
Come on, they're not enjoying life. Come on, we gotta.
Yes, they are. They are.
I'll just do the chipmunk then. Is that chipmunk? Is a squirrel? What is that?
It's a chipmunk, I think.
Chipmunks are fucking pests. Have you ever tried to walk along, the beaches here and the fucking little idiot thing runs up and gnaws at your ankles?
Like that, yeah.
Yeah. No fucking kill that thing.
But relax. Let's not kill them. All right. I already took care of Theodore the First. Unfortunately, he's a little crispy. I mean, I'll just carry these for a while, kid. Now maybe I'll keep them. You know.
In 2 days' time, I'm gonna ask to see them.
Sure. Yeah. 2 days time, they'll be just fine. Just fine.
Yeah, they better be alive.
Yeah, just fine. They'll be alive. I'm sure. Yeah.
But they. They'll be just fine, right, guys?
Yep.
Sure.
They'll be
Just
just fine,
fine.
right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just fine.
Whose frog is that?
It's his now. Oh, they better be fine. They better. I hope you guys enjoy the tacos. I'm gonna go to sleep.
Good
Good night.
tacos, kid. Very good tacos.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
They give us all disease. Swear to God, kid.
Then no.
Swear to
Then
God.
no. I bathed them in the fountain at the back of the house.
What?
Oh my God.
That's where we drink water.
There's a really large fish in there now too.
This fish.
What?
Drinking fish pee.
That's holy water. That was holy water.
I'm gonna get some lily pads. I'm gonna get more frogs. Oh no! Put your hand up.
She's turning into a chip. She's got rabies. It's happening.
She infected?
Back, demon. Back.
Cut it off. Cut my hand off.
Listen, I don't
Catch. All right, ready? Catch.
No, like.
What?
Wait, what?
Yesterday, he said I should put an apple on my head and he threw a knife at it, but he didn't. But he did hit a barrel, so I did miss a scarf out of here. I missed it.
I've got very good aim. I could hit an apple off your head. Wanna try?
No, I don't
Put the
have an
chipmunk
apple.
off your head. Put the chipmunk on her head.
No. Oh,
Tomorrow.
give me the knife.
Tomorrow.
What?
The chipmunk dies
If-
tomorrow.
Do you know?
It's
Do you know
alive.
how I paid people to find that chipmunk for me? And then I go give him that frog as a gift. I re-gifted it.
That's fucked up. You're not supposed to do that.
Oh. Well, it's yours now.
Thanks, kid. Appreciate it. All right. I'll take care of them for as long as I can.
Okay.
Imagine Santino DiCenzo gets arrested and on his person the confiscated items are a chipmunk and a slimy frog. Can you imagine that?
Theodore Jr. and Theodore II. Great fucking names if you ask me. Alright, good night.
Good night, kid.
Hold down the house.
It's gonna burn down
Yeah.
the house.
I'm gonna, if anyone trespasses, I'll slap them, because if I slap them, their heads will come clean off.
Why?
Why? Because I have big hands. That's
Oh,
why.
right, okay, that's
You know?
Yeah, no, yeah, of course, yeah, makes sense. Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna punch a bear.
Hey, kid, catch.
What?
Catch. Oh, shit.
Oh my god! Did you actually throw that?
Ready? Go long.
Oh, okay.
Go. Run. Catch it.
Oh, we got the Sunday thing as well.
Oh yeah, that's gonna they're gonna love that, Sonny.
Oh,
Last
yeah.
bit of information. Sunday, we had a talk with her, and
Thank you.
she came to us with some information that she'd heard, and
Yeah.
basically, you remember that whole meeting that me and Sophia had with Barton, and he wanted to introduce some people who wanted to take back Van Horn, right? That whole spiel.
Yeah.
Well, Sunday comes to us the other day and says that she's heard a concerning rumor that this Kirk Steele and Delilah and Barton are all wanting to conspire together to take back Van Horn. And the most interesting part of it is that apparently they've been going around. Apparently, Kirk Steele and Delilah have been going around saying that they have the backing of Barton and the DiCenzos.
Yeah. Yeah. Magpie told me about this just now.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
So-
never agreed to anything of the sort.
Of course not. Of course not. And anybody with fucking, 2 inches of fucking brain matter will know that. Obviously, we
Yeah.
have no business in Van Horn. No interest in it. Everybody who knows us or knows anything about us knows that we're currently preoccupied with the whole issue in Saint-Denis. It just makes no goddamn sense. Anybody who believes that, it would be an absolute idiot. But
Yeah.
Magpie did do us the favor. She told me today of going into Van Horn and clarifying with everybody there, including the Jolly Rogers, that it was all fucking bogus. It was all bullshit. So, no clarification needs to be had on our end towards them. Magpie's clarified then. If anybody wants to come and ask and find out if it is true, then it's a simple, don't know what the fuck you're talking about, that's ridiculous. Of course not. Bye. That's
Yeah,
it.
well, we had this sit down. We had a talk with Sunday. Actually, it's already done. We clarified, explained that we didn't explain the whole Barton coming to us thing though. We left that out, but we said that we have no interest in taking back Van Horn or supporting the people doing that. We have far too much on our plate, and even so, we're very neutral and even on good terms with you, Sunday, and there'd be no reason whatsoever. It's just them trying to bolster their name by using our name. So fuck
Yep.
them. I said if we see Kirk Steele and Delilah, we'll let them know all about it, and I'm very much considering doing that.
Oh, absolutely. No,
Yeah.
100% without a doubt, we will absolutely let them know all about it. No doubt. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Now-
taken up in Fort Mercer apparently now.
Fort Mercer, all the way west.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. The fuck? Okay. And they're
So
trying
that-
to take over Van Horn.
Yeah. I know, right?
Yeah. Well, this sounds like it might just be some ploy to distract us or maybe take our attention away from the whole opium thing.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens and comes of it. But her telegram, Sunday's telegram to me mentioned that there was something that she wanted to talk about. Obviously, there was this, but it was something that she and us were implicated in. Did she mention anything that she was implicated in?
Well, the whole thing was basically it was apparently they were going right. Fuck, let me restart. There was a fight night in Van Horn, right? It was a very successful one. I'm hearing there was apparently like 40 plus people trying to all get in there. It was a very successful one, but they'd got word like an hour before the event that both Kirk Steele and Delilah were or at least a bunch of people were coming to fuck up the event. And apparently we were involved to some degree. Either she thought maybe we were backing them or going to be there with them. Just rumors, whatever. They got this I asked who the source of information was because they knew he was in Siska somehow. But either way, it's probably not
Magpie, probably.
Probably, yeah. But either way, his name's Mordecai. Now that name rings the bell, but I can't remember where. Apparently, that's where they're getting their information. Oh, Carlo!
He was the one that stopped
Yeah.
Sonny in the
Saturn!
swamps.
You think this
Saturn, thank you so
guy
much for
that
the
reached
raid.
out
How
to
you
you for
doing?
sorry,
Welcome,
this person
everybody.
that reached out to you for
You
information
totally
could
have
be Mordecai?
already gotten rid of the
I don't even
frog
know who
and the
that is, so I
chipmunk.
already have my Telegram.
They're gone.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess my Telegram probably wouldn't be too hard to get, but here, Sonny, let me show you this. I got this. If you see, I got this very late. Well, I guess early in the morning. I just got this today when I checked my Telegrams before you got out.
Okay.
It was sent at like almost 6 a.m. Eastern this morning. So usually like Ivy Brightwell hours.
Yeah, that's 6 a.m. Eastern, yeah. I'm an information broker, an expiring one. I have a little nose and a lot of things I'd like to help you out with your problem. To prove my words of worth, I know that it was Deke Rawlings. Deke. That's, yeah, the medic, okay.
Yep.
Romantically involved.
Yeah, so that part, August,
Deke is also
that
friends with
telegram
your
says that
others.
Deke used to ride with Ivy.
Yeah.
And August told me that Deke used to rob banks and stuff months ago before he was a medic. So I don't know if they had a group of people or what with Ivy or whatnot or what they were. But
Okay, something that could give you and Ivy her friends on a give you Ivy and her friends on a silver platter. If you're interested, it'll be costly. Leave a daisy on the door of the fishing shack in LeGras. I'll see it and contact you again. If not, I'll take that as a polite decline and peddle my wares elsewhere. Mouse. Is this not this there was somebody who had a mouse type name, right? That we had heard about. I thought you were dealing with him, Carlo, actually.
Mouse?
Didn't
Yeah.
Mouse and someone else died back in the day, didn't they? And it was a whole debacle.
No, I
What
haven't been
was
dealing
that
with a
again?
mouse.
Not picking them up. I'm not picking them.
I have no idea.
I'm not gonna
But
pick
either way,
them back
Carl,
up.
before
All right,
you
look,
head to
they're
bed, I'd like you
free.
to go and leave that. I believe we should take this up, Sonny.
I think we should as
Information
well.
is certainly worth.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
if
it
it
was
leads
sent from
to-
Blackwater as well.
Yeah, I'd say go leave that if you would. If you don't
Yeah.
want to do it, I'll go do it.
Yeah, I could do it.
All right.
Definitely do it, and let's follow through with that. I mean, just what's in that telegram is a good piece of information. We have to be careful about trusting this. I mean, they could make up anything at this point, and this is a problem with information coming from untrusted or unverified sources, right? They could literally make up a story about how Ivy Brightwell and Zoe fucking Winters were romantically involved a year and a half ago or some shit like that, and we would likely believe it, right? Because it's to our benefit to know shit like that. So be very careful with stuff like that, okay? But yeah, definitely leave the daisy there.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Okay. Well, I'm fucking out. I'm back at it tomorrow. We will continue as we have been, okay? We'll discuss more tomorrow.
Yeah. We told you about. We just ran from law, right? Or I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got
Yeah.
one little thing I need to mention to you, but I'll do it in private. Santino, just really quick, and then before you go to bed.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good.
Can I hear?
Well, but I just don't want to bring it up in front of everybody still,
Right, okay, I'm going to bed.
All right. Good night. Carla, go leave that
I'm gonna
daisy,
leave
all right?
that daisy.
Yeah. We'll speak
You said
tomorrow.
it's the bait shop, you think, right? Is that what they're referring to? You think?
It's the one with bait. Yeah, it'll be the Fisher one. So just leave it by the door of the bait or on the porch, whatever.
Okay.
They'll
Are you
find
guys
it.
just gonna sleep here then?
I will be. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Disgusting here.
Be careful.
I know that.
Okay. So I had an interesting word with Eleanor earlier today, and I kind of poked a little bit, and I asked, so how was the date? And
Oh God.
she's really upset with you.
What? Why?
She's very mad at you.
Why? What did I do?
I don't know. Let's see, I wasn't there. I don't know how it went. Maybe she's just has these major expectations. What do I know? but she didn't feel like you put in any effort at all. She said that was her first proper date ever in her life, and
No.
it was so horrible that she actually went home and cried after.
No.
Yeah. And
Okay,
and
well-
you know, not that I give a shit, right? Like I don't fucking care. But you know, if she stops giving us information, that's a problem. You might have to make this one up a bit. Also, apparently you gave her handcuffs marked with Saints Cross and Sheriff's Department, and now she thinks you might be a lawman or a detective.
What?
Yeah.
No
She was like,
fucking way.
that makes sense because he's so secretive and always has stuff to do and places to go. It kind of makes sense now, she said. So she thinks you might be looking into her for murder or some shit. Or I don't know.
She thinks I'm a detective.
Mm-hmm. I played into it a little bit. I was like, oh, yeah, maybe that, you know. Who knows?
That is fucking crazy. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah.
she's right. I didn't put any effort into that date at all. I literally, I got an outfit the same day, and I got 3 fucking dumbasses together to help me pretend that there was a restaurant behind a fucking Bastille. It was terrible. And you know what made me feel bad about it? It wasn't even the fact that I didn't prep for it. And yeah, she was right. It was a shitty date, no doubt. But you know what made me feel really bad about it? I don't know if she told you this. She got me a gift.
Oh.
A Van
shit.
Horn deck
No.
that she had gone out and put together herself.
Oh, no.
And you know what my dumbass did? Because I don't know what to fucking do when people give me a gift, much less on fucking Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm. What'd you do?
I gave her a pair of handcuffs with an SCSD marking on it. I said these are my imported handcuffs from Germany, German engineering.
Oh. Mm. Oh,
Yep.
my soul. Okay. Mm. Yeah, no, I see it from her perspective. I do. I do. She did mention they weren't even fluffy, she said.
Yeah, they weren't even fluffy, and they're German. You know, here's the thing. You know, I feel like maybe 10 years from now they'll be more valuable. You know what I mean? Especially for a French girl.
Yeah. But yeah. All in all, though, I don't think she envisioned that day. I'm just because she did end up giving me some very valuable information after we talked for a bit. But I think she was actually hesitating giving that information to you because of what happened. So that's why I'm mentioning this to you, because you know you might want to make that up just so she doesn't turn against us. You know.
There's no way. I can't, Sophia. I don't. Most of the ways that I've fucked up with things like the date is because I don't know what to do. You think you want me to make it up? How am I gonna make it up? How am I gonna? I don't know what to do to make it up.
I don't know, just swing by the Bastille and give her a compliment, and you drive by compliment and go back outside. I don't know. You don't have to do much. I don't think. Just you know treat her well. I think. I mean, is that unless that's hard?
I mean, my compliment will be very basic. It'll be, "Hey, Eleanor, you look good." Bye. I gotta go.
Okay, yeah. But you're
Oh.
capable of it, though. I've heard you give compliments before that sounded good.
What is that? To who?
Well, take me for example at the Christmas party. I was fucking shaking in my boots because I had to wear. I didn't have to, but I wore a dress for the first time in a very long time, and I thought everyone was gonna make fun of me. But you actually said, "Sophia, you look beautiful," and I had a great night after that because I could relax. So you're absolutely capable of that.
Okay, well,
But
you
maybe
know,
it's easier because I'm a friend, you know, in the family. Maybe if you see her more like that, just as a friend. Maybe you're putting too much pressure on yourself.
you know what it is. It's very simple. I can give a compliment when I mean it, but I'm not really interested in Eleanor. You know what I mean? And it's not
Yeah,
that
I know.
like I can't fake it. I'm not good at faking it. And if I do fake it, it sounds fucking fake. So
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Okay, so Do you want her to think that you are, though?
Yeah, well, sure, yeah. I think that'll work towards the issue you're pointing out, right?
Phew. Well, then you're just gonna have to become a better actor, I think.
Fuck. Oh, god damn it. Well, all right, well, I'll try to think of something. How about this? How about I try to think of something and I'll run it by you, yeah? And then you can tell me if it's a good idea or a bad idea or maybe make it better or something.
Yeah, I'll help you get in tip-top fake dating shape.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect,
Yes.
yeah. I just got to keep up the facade, keep up the image of all of that. So, yeah. Yeah, okay. All right, yeah. I'll try to fix it. I'll try to fix it, yeah.
I think you have to, because she did actually give me something very valuable, so... Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's worth it. Yeah, I'll take one for the team, as they say.
Okay, wonderful. All right, with that awkwardness out of the way, bedtime.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, good night, Sophia. Good seeing you.
Good night.
No way, dude. No way she thinks I'm a cop. There's no fucking way, bro. Ugh! Ugh! No fucking way she thinks I'm a cop. How? Why? Why does she think I'm a cop? God damn it. That's actually crazy, bro. If she actually thinks I'm a cop, that's so funny, man. That is so funny. All right. All right, I'm going to call it there, guys. I'm going to call it. It's late as shit already, but we had a hell of a day. We had a hell of a day with Fierro first, and now Sonny is finally fucking free. Finally free, and we're bug free too. We let go of that disgusting frog and that disgusting chipmunk that the kid gave us, Ripples gave us. We set them free. All right, look, trust me, guys. We did the critters. We did the critters a favor. All right, they would have died in my pockets the way what was it? Whatever died in Vito's pockets in GTA. All right. Remember that? What animal was that? What animal was it? Was it a hamster? It was like a hamster, right? A chinchilla. It was a chinchilla. Yeah. It was a chinchilla that I completely forgot about, and then we RP'd that it was dead because I hadn't fucking fed it. Same thing would have happened with Sonny, all right? Same exact thing. So, we did it all a favor, all right? Joey's Lobster, yeah. Trust me, all right? I set them free. And we'll just come up with a story for the kid. She'll believe anything. We'll come up with a story for the kid that they ran away. They ran away into freedom and are living happily ever after in the forest or something. All right? All right, guys. I'm going to call it there. Have a good night. Take it easy. I will catch you tomorrow. We have Sonny now. Sonny is free, so we will be doing Sonny tomorrow. And I cannot wait to see what comes of all of it. What comes of all of it. Big updates there from everybody. Huge updates. Huge. All right. Take it easy, guys. Have a good night. Hold up. Let me put some music on. What song should I play? Hold. Oh, dude. I recently started listening to some old music, and this one came up. Has nothing to do with ERP, but I fucking love this song. It's so catchy. Anyway, have a good night, guys. Ciao.